Hey there, this is the really quick little lesson on some myths in sports psychology. So these are probably 4 things that we think you shouldn't really be believing in because they might get in the way of how well you do on this course. It's not all the myths in sports psych. I'm sure there's a lot more out there. There's lots of things people believe in every facet that may or may not be true. All right, but these ones we think if you believe them, then they will make or stop you getting the most out of this course. So let's start. Myth number 1, it's all about the cool tips and tricks and getting hold of them and putting them into practice. And this is something people cling to. They got a belief that maybe I just need to get a magic cue word that's just going to snap me out of the pressure situation and make me perform perfectly. Or maybe I just need to visualize myself achieving all my goals a couple of times and it's going to work. Or maybe I just need to actually set some goals and write them down and it will happen. Or maybe I just need to learn some relaxation techniques and they're going to have a significant impact on my performance. Not really. Real change takes time. And if you're not willing to take some of these things, put them into practice, then you're not going to improve. It's, the human brain is wired in a certain way and you'll act in the way that you've acted in the past unless you consistently make small, systematic steps toward changing your habits. There's a quote, excellence is not an act, it's a habit. And couldn't be more true. But to change those, you've got to put in things over time and you need to commit to them. So you're going to need to work hard and that makes it more satisfying. We're always looking for this easy approach, but change is not easy. So changing certain patterns of behavior or certain things that you do in your performance will take time. Right? Even some quick tips that we recommend, they require practice. They require you to put in, make those things habits over time. All right. So again, I will reiterate it. The bottom line, if you want to change, you have to put in a bit of work. First step was enrolling in this course. So well done on that. Myth number 2. If you feel good, you'll perform good. And if you feel bad, you'll perform bad. You can see how this is really problematic even to believe in this. But people do, and this is probably one of the biggest things that we try and change with people's belief patterns. If they think that they only perform good when they feel good, then all they're going to be doing is trying to make themselves feel good all the time. And if they're trying to make themselves feel good all the time, they're not actually going to be focusing on what they need to be doing in the moment. All right? So feeling bad, performing bad, if we believe that, then all that does is shift all our focus to controlling feelings. Controlling feelings is really hard. Even in our intro lecture, I talked about, hey, if you can make yourself happy instantly, that would be magic. But we can't always do that. If we're sad, we can't just go, right, happy. We can't just choose emotions. They're really hard to control. So believing in myth number 2 there can be really problematic. Right? But you also find it's kind of embedded a lot in society and what we do. There's this whole notion that we should be feeling good all the time. And if we're not, then there's a real big problem with that. And we need to try and force everybody to be feeling good. And if we're not feeling good, then we're not normal. But hey, emotions are a natural human experience. So we need to be comfortable having those, and the same in the sport environment. Some of those environments that we get involved in, those situations, are going to bring up negative, or I guess we can just look at them as uncomfortable feelings. Right, myth number 3. Sports psychology is only needed for those who are mentally weak. Yeah, it's another myth that people only need help if they're a bit of a head case. They've got a big mental issue or they've got a big mental problem and they need you to come and, the sports psychologist or the mental skills coach to come and fix them. It's a one that I struggle with a lot because we would like to think not as ourselves as shrinks in this field of sports psychology, but more as stretch. Okay, we can actually enhance performance. We don't just take people who are in a slump and help them get out of it. We take people who are going really well and help them go even better. You can enhance your performance no matter what level you're at, no matter how mentally tough you are. Your mind's in control of your body. So, if you can learn to train your mind and learn to optimize it, you can perform in so many different ways. Alright, the last myth, remember this isn't all the myths, but this is the last one for today, is this belief that, and this number is irrelevant, but that there is a percentage that is mental. Hey, it's all in the mind, sport's 90% mental, it's 100% mental, it's, you know, there's problems in doing that, and separating the mental side of sport, or the sports psych principles from everyday performance. And it's not like if we separate these things, then I'm going to go and speak to my mental skills coach for an hour each week, and that's going to make me better. But that's me covering off, ticking that box. It doesn't work like that. We need to apply these things to everything we do, and when we go out and play a game, our mind is controlling everything that we do. So sport is not really a percentage mental. I guess the mind controls everything we do, so it's all really mental. I mean, you might say 100%, but even that sort of is trying to categorize it, and I think we just need to ignore that myth that there is a percentage on what is mental, and just focus on including it all as part of our training, the mind and the physical side, and maybe the nutritional side, and the rehabilitation, and the medical and physical therapy, and all that side. Maybe we just need to integrate all that stuff and go, hey, this is part of sport, and if we do that, then hopefully you can take these principles and apply them to all sorts of aspects of your training and your performance. Alright, that's enough rambling from me. Thank you.